the Tren de Aragua invasion, America's latest nightmare. Chapter 1. The Bold Question. What if one of the deadliest criminal gangs in the world had already infiltrated your city? Would you even know they were there? The Tren de Aragua, a violent transnational Venezuelan criminal mega-gang, has swiftly expanded its reach across the United States. First surfacing as a prison gang in Venezuela, Tren de Aragua, or TDA, is believed to have over 5,000 members. Now, reports confirm they've set up operations in at least 17 U.S. states, including Tennessee, Texas, and even as far north as Wyoming and North Dakota. But how did they get here, and why are they so hard to stop? Be sure to watch the video through to the end. We'll reveal how this gang evolved from railway workers to a global terror force, and why U.S. immigration policies may be helping them thrive. Chapter 2. From Train Tracks to Terror. Here's a question for you. What connects a failed railway project in Venezuela to a sprawling U.S. crime network? Tren de Aragua was born in chaos. Originating in the early 2000s among workers on an unfinished Venezuelan railway, the gang grew under the control of prison leader Héctor Niño Guerrero. Their power surged as they expanded their operations from behind bars, building a mini-empire with pools, restaurants, and stockpiles of weapons in Tocuaron prison. When a massive Venezuelan raid attempted to crush the gang, many members escaped, some making their way to the U.S. They've brought with them a taste for violence, extortion, and human trafficking. But why is the U.S. struggling to contain them? Are they an army with hundreds of thousands of gang members? Did they launch a kinetic, hard-fought battle against our border patrol or the U.S. military? No. They were invited in and given a phone app by the U.S. government to make the travel and transition into America as easy as possible. We are about to reveal the shocking truth about how weak border controls allow criminal operatives to blend in with migrants, and what federal agencies are doing about it. Chapter 3. Infiltrating America. Could your town already be on the Tren de Aragua map? Thanks to lax border policies and Venezuela's refusal to cooperate with U.S. authorities, identifying Tren de Aragua members has been nearly impossible. Over the past 4 years, well over 10 million illegal immigrants have been welcomed into the U.S. by the Biden administration. And concealed among the nearly 700,000 Venezuelan migrants who have entered the U.S. crossing our southern border, these TDA criminals exploit America's overwhelmed immigration system. In one Texas town, Border Patrol apprehended 10 gang members in a single weekend. The gang's fingerprints are now on crimes ranging from sex trafficking in Louisiana and New Jersey to police shootings in New York. Their weapon of choice? Fear. Fear and intimidation. Reports of violent crimes by Tren de Aragua members have spread like wildfire, including the high-profile and heinous murders of nursing student Laken Riley in Georgia, and 12-year-old Jocelyn Nungare in Houston. And the news is filled with TDA crime stories nearly every week. Henry Thace was pulled over outside of West Fargo for a broken taillight. Cops found north of $24,000 in cash Thace had allegedly stolen from a nearby bank. Turns out Thace, an illegal immigrant, is part of a TDA crew that hacks ATMs and then robs them. His criminal pals were arrested nearby with almost $100,000 between them. Victims are often forced into silence with threats against their families back home. What's being done to stop them? A controversial plan may hold the key, but will it work? Chapter 4. The Battle Plan. Can America fight back against an enemy it can barely see? Former President Donald Trump and incoming border czar Tom Homan have called for mass deportations, including a proposal to target Tren de Aragua members specifically. Critics argue this plan lacks nuance, risking harm to innocent migrants, but supporters say it's the only way to reclaim American communities. Meanwhile, law enforcement agencies are ramping up efforts. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has identified the gang in all major cities statewide, while local police unions are demanding federal help to dismantle their networks. But some worry it's too little, too late. Let's take a chilling look at what might happen if the Tren de Aragua isn't stopped, and check out the unexpected allies calling for action. Chapter 5. The Road Ahead. What does the future hold if Tren de Aragua continues to spread? Venezuela's monstrous Tren de Aragua gang, a cadre of drug dealers, traffickers, pimps and murderers, has now reached a wide and growing area of the United States, thanks to the Biden-Harris border disaster. The New York Post reported that it had obtained a memo warning police and Homeland Security officials in Virginia about TDA. It listed an arrest of 3 suspected members of the gang in Fairfax County on August 6, 2023. Fairfax County Police told WJLA that officers arrested 22-year-old Rogelio Noriega Solorzano, as well as Williams Lucina Martinez and Kevin Alvarez Alvarado, who are both 24 years old. Fairfax County court records indicate the men face a number of charges, the most serious of which is grand larceny. They were allegedly caught by police with more than $9,000 worth of stolen merchandise in their car. Without decisive action, experts warn the gang could become as entrenched as cartels like MS-13, turning American cities into battlegrounds. And as we said, even once safe areas like Wyoming and North Dakota are reporting TDA activity. Yet, amid the chaos, a growing coalition of citizens, lawmakers, and law enforcement officials are rallying for change. Could this crisis finally force Washington to confront the border problem head-on? Or will partisan gridlock allow the cancer to spread unchecked? Chapter 6. The Call to Action. What will it take to keep your family safe? The International Union of Police Associations has thrown its weight behind South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem to head Donald Trump's Department of Homeland Security, and is demanding her rapid Senate confirmation. The Tren de Aragua gang of Venezuelan criminal outcasts isn't just a problem for border states or big cities, it's a nationwide threat. Their rise is a stark reminder of what happens when policy and enforcement fail to keep pace with evolving dangers. If America doesn't act soon, we may wake up to a country we no longer recognize. Stay informed, subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for our next video, where we'll explore how another global crime network is exploiting America's weaknesses, and what you can do to protect your community. You won't want to miss it. Until then, stay safe. Cheers.